Today we're talking about the left hand side or the left hand part of spirituality versus the light part of spirituality, right? Remember, my channel is all about being responsible, but it's not about fear mongering, but it's about educating and learning. So if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, right? Because my channel we are exploring all concepts of spirituality, not only the light, not only the good things, not only like the light celestial beings, we're also exploring the darker side of spirituality. Because remember that in this reality we have duality. We have the dark side and we have the light. Now in my practices I am more gray because I'm mixing the both two, the good parts that work for me, and then from the light side, and the good parts that work for me that I resonate with from the dark side. Because at the end of the day, remember that we are divine consciousness having a human experience. Okay, there's nothing to be afraid of when it comes to spirituality. We should be studying these things and understanding them. Another thing that a person is looking for when they leave religion, right? Pause. Hello, hi there. These are Daniels. How are you doing, lovey? Guys, thank you for joining my live. Hi to every single person if I didn't greet you. Okay, now remember that the dark side also allows you to learn more about yourself and your shadows as well. Now you might be even craving to be authentic. You want to be more authentic. You're seeking spiritual depth. You need to understand more about spirituality, okay? You're becoming a sovereign being. You're becoming a sovereign being. You want to know more about your power. Now, the left hand part teaches you a lot about your power. You understand? And then you're naturally psychic, or you empathic, like myself, right? Every single person is naturally psychic. Even myself, every single person, we all have gifts, all right? And drawn to transformation and freedom. You want transformation and freedom. So now you're going to go and learn more about the left hand side. Remember, I said that people choose or want to know more or go into the left hand side or the left hand part because number one, curiosity. Number one, you want to know more. Number two, awakening from religious trauma. Number three, tired of giving away your power. Number four, going through shadow awakening. Number five, exploring your intrusive gifts, exploring them more. You understand? Now you notice even you can connect to the dead, You can get messages from beings. Now you want to know more. You're more curious and you're craving to be authentic, right? And you're seeking spiritual depth as well. And you're becoming more of a sovereign being. You want to be sovereign. You understand? And you're naturally drawn to these type of things because you're psychic. Now you even feel you get messages from the other side, maybe dark beings. You want to know more. Are they really evil? What are they? You want to understand more. So remember that everything's out there for you to learn now. The left-hand part attracts people who are not afraid to face themselves fully. The left-hand part of spirituality attracts people who are not afraid to face themselves fully, like myself. I'm not afraid. There's nothing that fears me. I've been through a lot of things in my life, and I've seen some really dark things in my life, right? And I understand that, yes, there is darkness, and I need to learn more about it and understand what it is and how to even embrace it. Because when you understand something, you begin to embrace it. Not just that you believe and you do all those dark practices, but you understand that in this world there's the dark practices in the occult and there's the light practices in the occult, in spirituality, okay? So I'll go back and I'll give you my disclaimer for those people that just joined my live, right? This channel teaches both sides of spirituality, both the left part and the right part, for self-mastery, shadow work, and integration and inner power. Nothing here promotes harm, fear, or unethical practices, okay? Nothing in my channel promotes harm, fear, or unethical practices. This part of psychological, spiritual, and energetic empowerment. So my channel is about psychological, spiritual, and energetic empowerment. You need to understand that, right? So if this resonates with you, go ahead and then subscribe to my channel. Let me continue with my topic. Okay, I thought I would just put that out there, a disclaimer. right? I'm not pushing fear, and I'm not encouraging people to do anything dark. I'm giving information from my level of understanding, you understand? And remember that across the globe, especially even in Africa, there are people practicing the light spirituality and then mixing it with dark practices, like banishing demons, like protection is also one of those painful practices as well. Now, same as with the law on the dark side, they are um, spiritual practitioners of the left hand side that are also adding or using some light magic, some of the light stuff. They communicate with angelic beings and archangels in their practices as well, because you can use both however you understand. So it's not like I can only use this and then I cannot use that. No, it's not like that. Just remember that we have duality here. We have to here to grow and learn, okay? So let's continue. According to the left hand practices, what does it mean to abandon the light? This is the biggest misperception. As I said, you do not lose your light at all. You actually deepen your light, because now you are understanding that all these things are an expression of the divine. Because remember that God has a light and God also has a darkness. So you're not abandoning your light, you're actually more deepening it more, because you get to understand the total expression of reality in this world. You get to understand the total expression of reality. Remember my previous live, I mentioned about the darkness and the lights, and I specifically said that the light is more focused on divine consciousness, okay? And then the darkness is more focused on becoming its own authority. It separates it from itself from the light to become its own authority. People talk negative about themselves. It's really cringe and so disgusting. I really hate it. I understand what you mean, because you understand the consequences of speaking negative. Now remember that that's also practicing dark arts. When you're speaking negative about yourself, you're lowering your frequency. And the funniest thing, the people that talk negative about themselves are normally people that say they believe in Jesus, they believe in Christ consciousness, they are born again Christians. But you find that some of them are speaking very negative about themselves, because when they find themselves in a low space, they automatically speak negative things about themselves. And they don't see themselves overcoming the situation they find themselves in. They don't see the light. They're too depressed. Are you from South Africa? Yes, I am, Lavia. I am from South Africa. I'm from Durban. So I'm actually streaming now from Durban. So if you have not come across my channel as yet, go ahead and check my content. And you can subscribe to my channel as well and support me here as a South African as well on YouTube. We need more support as South Africans. We need to support each other on these type of platforms, right? So go ahead and subscribe to my channel if spiritual development and spiritual awareness and self-development is what you're into, okay? So I'm talking about the darkness and the lights, the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So as I said, that is the biggest misperception here when it comes to spirituality, that when you start practicing and learning more about the left-hand path, you then now lose your light